ever, so that's how you...
There's a look at Bills Stadium here in Orchard Park, New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Miami Dolphins. And we are underway in Buffalo. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. Shedding through the defense. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. This defense for the Dolphins, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Working with his 2nd and 4. Now Allen going to give this one to Cam Akers. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out. The backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
On play action, Allen. He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. 2nd and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Akers. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. It's his 8th rushing touchdown on the campaign and 10th overall. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Well, these two teams met down in Miami earlier this year with the Dolphins winning that one. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Buffalo. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A handoff. Lindsey running left. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Eluding the pressure right. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Dancing to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. On play action, Allen flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. from the shotgun. Here's a give to Akers. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. Allen will look to throw for it on fourth. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. So a nice catch right there. And this receiving core, without their number one wideout, keep that in mind. He's inactive this week, though it shouldn't be a long-term absence.
And I would think, partner, that this is where an offensive coordinator believes he can solve the problem by spreading the ball around. Because anytime you lose your number one guy, it's obviously a blow to your offense. But this is also an opportunity to say, hey, they can't focus on trying to stop one guy. Keep spreading it around. The last part, each one of those receivers, they believe they're the number one guy, and they're ready to step up.
Play action. Now it's Allen. He gets this one to Johnson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
On first down, Allen being chased out left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Bills lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're 4-4 at the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you've got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 11 now. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play there for the Dolphins.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
Meanwhile, Tua's throws taken in by Waddle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's Tua. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, a rested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. A gain of 3, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Allen off the play fake. Flush to his right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. From the gun, it's Allen. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. But he is out of bounds inside the 35.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Escaping the pressure right. He's to the 10, and he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll run here with Akers. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Second and goal from the 1. Akers again. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Cam Akers, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Igbenogany going to take it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Pass on for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Igbenogany going to take it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
A big play there for the Dolphins.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. And that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Finding room to the 20. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Phillip Lindsay with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. Sanders now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Four yards remain for second down. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he'll find Hall. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there just before halftime.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Akers. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Cam Akers first half touchdowns. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Igbenogany going to take it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. Eluding the pressure right. Escapes the defender. And Tua going to slide to a halt, but he will have the first down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Tua now on 1st down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, Charles, you talk about this offense, this week 8 of the 2021 campaign. Now, normally this would be the halfway point of the season, but as we all know, this now a 17-game regular season. And because of that, seems like now maybe more than ever, getting your open week to occur later in the season, that could be a pretty big advantage.
Brandon, it's always been a big advantage, and now, as you pointed out, the possibility of it becoming huge, likely. Most teams want that later open date because of injuries, you know, getting that rest before the playoff push, all of those things. Sometimes when you get an open date early in the season, it's not very much of an advantage. You might be playing well, not slows down your momentum. This is a big deal, and teams definitely like it. The later, the better.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. Igbenogany going to take it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
Open man is Waddle, complete.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
81 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Tua. He'll let this go for the end zone. There's Fuller for a Dolphin touchdown.
Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Wow. Now Brian Flores going to lead the offense out there to go for 2.
Lindsey going to try and run it in. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Allen. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not...
Allen hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. Taking it right down Broadway. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going?
this definitely qualifies.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this is back to a 5-point game. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a one-score game.
94 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Now Allen. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46. On play action, Allen. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Off the option, here's Akers.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He finds his man, complete. That's Hall. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Dolphins have got it.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the 2nd half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the 2nd half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On on second down. It's Lindsay. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. Here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Flush to his right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Now a second down and 6.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa.
Out to the flat here for Johnson.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out.
And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
So quite the comeback here. They have erased that deficit, pushed themselves out in front now here in this fourth quarter.
Well, this game's kind of felt like a horse race, hasn't it, partner? Because, yeah, the other guys run out to their big lead, but then slowly and surely, they've been creeping up and closing that gap. Now they've stuck ahead in front here late in the game. The finish line's not far away. They need their defense to finish this thing off.
The two are going to try and throw for it.
That's caught. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a one-point game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. 107 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. He finds his man Johnson.
And what a nice example there of a tight end
doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Allen. Taking a shot for Samuel. He's got it at the 15. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
So there is the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Allen will try to throw for it. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on the 2-point try.
Dolphins 36.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Igbinoghene elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, right back to Lindsey. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's a give to Lindsey running right. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side with Lindsey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop him.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Here's 2nd and 10.
From midfield, here's Tua. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Tagovailoa working out of the gun.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Down by 5. They've got to go for it here on 4th down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Tua. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Tua. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down.
So taking a risk here early in the new year. They're going to go for it. Tua to throw. That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. Here's Tua. He gets this one to Johnson. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Tagovailoa. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Tagovailoa looking to throw it. And that is incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time, because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. So that'll back them up 5. This 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Tua on 4th down. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they take a knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points,
continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking, they think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bills, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Miami, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll be at home next.